A mother of three in New Jersey was removed from her leadership role in a Girl Scout troop after expressing concerns about the explosion of LGBT activism. Joining me now is that mother, Alexandra Bauer, chapter chair of the Bergen County Moms for Liberty. Good to have you with us this evening. So take me through what happened here and what caused you alarm.
Well, thank you so much for having me, first of all. It's a pleasure to join tonight and share this message. It's super important to share. This should never happen to any parent. I joined the Girl Scouts 7 years ago because my middle daughter wanted to be a Girl Scout. She's she was quite a tomboy, quite rambunctious, and I wanted to make sure that she had a good leader and that they were going to do, really fun outdoor sort of things. And unfortunately, it's sort of taken a turn. We saw during the COVID times that some troops were actually taking their Girl Scouts, some as young as 5, 6 years old, to BLM marches. And this was encouraged. And, we would say, hey, this is not safe. This is not what Girl Scouts is about. And they had actually no problem with it. And, then we saw kind of a change in our own town where they would have town events at a church that actually displayed pride flags, progressive pride flags. They had a trans-identifying 13-year-old come and do a event there, promising music, ice cream, pizza. And I couldn't even bring my troop to these town events because it was completely inappropriate for children to see. They shouldn't be around anything sexual. I called them out on it. This past June, they said, all the troops are going to be doing this LGB, however many letters are in that, and encouraging that all of the town troops would be doing it, saying, yes, Park Ridge, encourages this. And I shared it because a lot of parents were quite upset. They said, one parent said, my husband wants me to pull my daughter out of Girl Scouts. He doesn't want her to see that, as she should not see that. They felt uncomfortable. And so, we said, please remove the flag. The church took a stance on that. They said, we're gonna right. Leave it. We're all inclusive. We're all affirming. And that was more important to them than keeping children safe.
Okay, let me jump in there because we don't have a lot of time, and I have a lot of questions
Sure.
for you, Alexandra. So my understanding is that moms and dads were not even given any sort of an advance notice or any notification that their daughters were going to be exposed to any of this. Is that true?
Correct. They just showed up. It was hanging over the door, and that's just what they saw. So literally after one of the meetings, I started to get phone calls just left and right with parents very upset, like, why is this being shown in front of my child? This is inappropriate. This is not what Girl Scouts stands for. Girl Scouts is community, God, and country. And that's why I started it. And, apparently they didn't like it. So I got let go.
Okay, so can you take us through that conversation? Were you able to plead your case here, or was it just a simple, you're out of here?
I was not able to plead my case. In the 7 years that I've been doing this, I've never gotten an email saying that they need to schedule a phone conversation about my role as a leader in Girl Scouts. I, made the phone call at the appropriate time, and I was told that the decision had been made, that we would not be discussing it, that one of my social media posts went against the code of conduct for Girl Scouts. I asked which social media post, although I had an idea of what it was, and I was told that they would not be discussing it with me, that I was not allowed to be a leader, I was not allowed to be a member. My daughter is not allowed to be a member. Like, what did she do?
So they kicked your daughter out?
Yes. Yes, my 11-year-old daughter, who absolutely loves our troop, who loves Girl Scouts, who was looking forward to an upcoming Frost Valley camping trip. I'm actually supposed to be a guardian for another young girl, and they just said, absolutely not, we'll give you your money back. You're not, you can't plead your case, you can't do anything. This is our final decision, and that's it.
All right. Well, Alexandra, look, we hope that things work out in another way. I would recommend American Heritage Girls. They're actually a faith friendly organization for young girls, and I'm sure they would welcome you guys with open arms. Good luck to you, Alexandra, and thank you for coming on Newsmax this evening. Folks,